This conference will now be recorded.
Let's start today's session. So in the last session, we were discussing about Bootstrap basics. Now from today onwards, we'll concentrate on Django application development. So according to topics. But before that, what I'll do here right now in Django project, we have few applications. My app one, two, like this. And even in the templates folder, also a lot of supportive files are there. These files, unnecessary files, I'm going to delete it. Okay, so let's see this, how I'm deleting. But before that, let me check in the my app. So view section, is there any template? No template response. In the my app one view section, is there any template response? No. My app two view section, yes, here index.html, index.html is available here. Okay, fine. So I will work with my app two only here right now. So let's uh, clear all these tabs. So here other templates I'm trying to remove, sir. So this I'm going to remove all this home.html. Let's keep on this home.html. Index 1, index 3, jQuery, sample.css. All I'm trying to delete. It's not required for us right now because later we'll go with static resources, static files. So in that context, I can use. Now you can see right now I have templates home.html, index.html pages. That's fine. So before going to start Django topics from now onwards, we have to activate the virtual environment. Just going to terminal window to activate virtual environment. You just see this. I'm trying to activate virtual environment here. Dot dot slash my slash scripts slash activate. So we have activated our own environment. Now you can see, let's start the server. To start the server, python space manage.py run server is required. The moment when we hit this link, directly it will go to where project level URLs. In the project level URLs, look at this. What is the recent application we are working with? My app 2. Do you have any URL name? No name. Directly it will hit this my app2.urls. Next it will go to my app2.urls. These URLs are there. Is there any view name? No view name. Directly it will go to views.myview here. Okay. Yes. No. So here views.myview. That means my view is going to execute from the my app 2. So in the my application 2, views.py, what is going to be happen? My app, my view request render request index.html. It will return index.html page only. This is not a normal response, it's a template response. Look at this HTTP response I'm taking. And here template response I'm giving here in this template response. Okay, index.html template response. Let me show you index.html what is there. Index.html pages here, this is previous one is there, but this also I want to remove. It's not required, sir. Let's remove this. Let me show you normal response now. Yes, fine. Here I'm trying to give normal response. Yes. Now you can see I'm going to return the response HTTP response. Okay, this is HTTP response. This is uh, my view like this. I'm giving response. This is my view. Let's start the server. We have no HTML page is available. Look at this. Return HTTP response. When we start server, now you can see on server, we got this link and we got this response. This is my view. Okay. Is this normal response or template response? It's a normal response. Okay. This is my view. But I want to be in template response. Template response means we have to prepare template also. I'll show you that also. First, look at this here. So, so far, uh, whatever we are giving response, it's a normal response, HTTP response. Template response, if you want, you can see this template response means this is just commented. How to use return, render, current request, comma, what template you want to send or render home.html. Now you can see home.html is then home.html is what actually? No, you need professional version editor here. Okay, community version also we can work with that, but we don't find any IntelliSense option and some libraries. Okay, that's what I recommend professional editor. The moment when we download PyCharm professional, it will ask you to start a trial. After that, it will ask you to create a JetBrains account. You can create it and you will get a mail. After getting a mail, through that mail you can confirm that link, sign up that. After that, authorization successfully, it will show you. Once authorization successfully shows, then we can able to start using professional editor for 30 days. No need to buy, waste of money. 30 days you will get. Okay. Yes. VS Code also we can use, not a problem. But why I'm not using VS Code means in real time most of the companies will use PyCharm only. So that's what I recommend PyCharm as your wish. If you are working with Visual Studio Code right now here, all of a sudden if you go to any job, so if they recommend to use PyCharm means what you can do. Okay. Yeah, VS Code is again headache process. Why? Because VS Code, this much of complete libraries and predefined stuff will not be there. Everything need to be installed manual in VS Code. If you want to install library, first of all, you should know what library is required. That is what. So my underscore view request return render request.html request current request it return rendering the template now. Home.html is what template completely. Now this time you can see when we run this, it's written template page. This is home page only. This is home page is a template response. Where is home page? Home.html. This is home page like this. Got my point? So normal response is HTTP response. Template response is and render. Return render request at home.html. Clear. Okay, fine. But one more important thing. So are you sending any value to this home.html page? No. Let me send values to the home.html page later, but let me comment this. But without values, look at this normal response I'm using. Here I want to send this dt. dt equals to datetime dot now is a method. Okay, fine. But we don't have datetime library. So on the top, we have to import datetime. Import datetime. Import datetime I'm taking. Now you can see here, datetime is a module name. Datetime is a class name. Now is a method name. So I'm going to send right now this current system date and time to this normal response. Okay, normal response. Now you can see DT only. Okay, return HTTP response DT. So let's run this. Current system date and time will send directly in the HTTP response only. Okay, so this is HTTP response. Now look at this current system date and time is displaying or not? Yes. It look like how much it is. It's a small size. Okay, I want to make this bigger size. How do we make this bigger size? Means we have to send this one into H1 section. Okay, how to send this one into H1 section? We'll see now. Simple. So I'm taking here in the return response. What I'm trying to here. Here I'm taking H1. Okay, H1 need to be closed. In this H1, open and close, I'm trying to say that current system date and time is date and time is. Okay, so I'm trying to say in single quotes, plus plus. Okay, so str, I'm taking str means string dt. This need to be convert. Okay, single quotes. This will be single quotes. This also single quotes, not double quotes. Look at this. This date time I'm converting into string format. Why string format you are converting into date time format? Because we are displaying the output value inside the HTML page or not, H1 section. That's what we need to convert this string format. Now this time you can see your current system date and time will display in H1 section. It's a big size. Total current system date and time is 20. This is printing now. Previously it was just like this. It's a normal response. We are not going to display any H1 section. Right now we are displaying H1 section. That's what we are converting into string dt. String means this is datetime object string conversion. Can we give styling also here? Look at the style. If I give style equals to color, okay, red color I'm taking. This is styling. Will it work with styling here? You can see. Just observe here. Is there any styling? No styling. Why? Because HTML and the logic code we cannot write at a time. Okay, at a time we cannot write. So Bootstrap I'm not using. Normally HTML I'm using here. HTML, H1 section I'm using here.
But we can use the bootstrap also, right? Not
Bootstrap, yeah, Bootstrap is for
okay.
designing purpose for H1 section or any styling purpose we can use, not a problem. Even CSS also we can use. But if it is, but look at this data is going from view to template. If it is already data is in template only, then we can use that. That also I'll show you
Okay.
how.
Hmm.
Hmm. This data is going to send from view to template only. That's what while sending I'm going to use H1 section. Actually here Python logic and template logic both should not be there in the same location. That's what we are recommending. Complete HTML template, separate template I'm using. Separate template I have to create instead of sending this data to directly to this normal response. I need to send that into separate template response. How to send this separate template response means we need template page. We need template, but we don't have template right now. Let's see this here normal response. Let's comment it. Now same DT I want to send into template response. Template means I need completely HTML template. Return render request. Which template do you want use? That template you can use. For example, date.html I'm using. And what you want to send here, look at this date.html. What you want to send, this dt I have to send where? To this date.html. This is called context. We can say that dt colon dt. So observe here, we are sending this data, okay, datetime.now to the HTML template like date.html. What we are sending means this dt. This dt is this value, and this is completely key. So this is called context. We can say that context should be always in the form of dictionary. So dictionary means key and value pairs are there. So this key we need to access into date.html. Let's prepare template date.html. Right now when we execute, what error you will get? Template does not exist you will get. Why? Because you are executing my view, you are sending this dt to where? Date.html. But unfortunately this date.html page is not there. Look at this, you will get template response. Template does not exist. Look at this. Template does not exist. Date.html means date.html template is not there. While executing this view, the response is goes to date.html. But we need to create date.html template. Under template folder, go to new HTML, simply date.html I'm using. Now this is page. Okay, what page it is? Date.html page. But for this date.html page, now view section is giving what? This this context. Context is always in the form of what? Dictionary. This dictionary, you know about Python very well. Okay, in dictionary, how to access values? Through keys. Through keys we can access values, no, in dictionary. Yes, we are accessing dictionary keys through dictionary values through keys only. What is key here? This is the key. So this key is going from my view, it's a Python logic, to the template date.html. It is a HTML logic. So I'm saying that here this view logic is what logic? Server side logic, because Python is logic. Python logic is always server side logic. It is executing by Django. So server side values are coming to where? Client side, like date.html template only. But I'm saying that according to any web technology, no client can understand the server side logic. I'm saying what I'm saying, no client can understand server logic. The data is coming from server, that means view. Okay, it's a server side code. This data I'm trying to access into where? In client side, that is date.html. But this HTML page don't understand this server side logic. To convert this server side value dt into HTML understandable format, these templates are having their own language. That language name is called DTL. What language that is? DTL. DTL means the Django template language. We can say that DTL is there. So DTL language syntax is this one, sir. Look at this. DTL language syntax. I'll show you in even upcoming examples also DTL format. So out in the DTL language right now I'm displaying output values. Output values, if you want to display two curly brackets we have to use. Then you can use your value. Whatever the value you want to display, that variable value can use it here. This is DTL syntax, output purpose. Let's keep on it. Now here I'm taking what's here? The value which is coming from view section, dt. This key only we have to access. Don't access value. Key, whatever key name is there, that we have to access. You can give any name of the key. Key through we can access dictionary. Now here I'm taking dt. That's it. Okay, here I'm taking what? dt. dt is coming or not? Yes, dt. This is called Django template language syntax, output purpose. The value which is coming from view section, this dt, and we are sending into a template dt. Now this time you can see that on server we got this clearly output. Now you can see here this March 22 2026 53 current system date and time is printing or not? Yes, but what format it is printing? Just normal, without any font size big. So the value which is coming from where? View. Okay, here it is directly sent into a template only. In template, this is your data which is coming from view. This we can able to, now we can convert into different format. That is filtration is there. I will tell you filter also, date time filter. Okay, so filters are there again. So now you can say dt is there. This you want to display into h1 section, you can use this into h1 section. Now you can see here this I'm converting into h1 section. This is the value dt. Now we can see we are into h1 section, means we can go to here and refresh this page automatically. Look at this, size is big or not. Here you can do it styling also, because we are in the HTML template. You can give the style color red. So now you can see color is also going to be red. This is styling. If you want to go for background color also, you can go to body section. You can use like style background color. Now you can see background color. This is all things in the template you have. You can do it. Any color do you want, that color you can able to use this. Style, body color. Sorry, what's happening? Yes, I'm taking background color. Now let's see this. Total background color will be changed. Style also will be changed. So the value is coming from where? View. Okay, this is Django template language format we are sending. So this Django template language output, if you want, you can able to display this output. Look at this. Why Django template language? Because this value is coming from server. Okay, yes. If I don't use this one, if I use this one, now this time is coming from server and normal response it is. Look at this HTTP response. No page is rendering. Using this response, do you render the page? No. That's what we are not using render method. We are using HTTP response. It's a normal response. We are converting this date into string format and assign to normal H1 section. If you want to display in the bigger size, okay, if you want to display in the bigger size, you can display that into bigger size like this. But if you don't want to display in the bigger size, you can remove this H1 section. Only DT we can pass in the HTTP response. Look at this also possible. Comment it now. I don't want to display in the bigger size return HTTP response normally DT. DT means direct it will go there. Normal response. Look at this. It will also work. So now server is not reloaded. Let's see this. It's a normal response. Got my point. So difference you can understand. HTTP response directly the result will display onto the browser. Render response means what? The result will send to what? Separate HTML page. In that HTML page, you are going to get the value here. DT is the dictionary key, but you need to take responsible to receive this value and convert that into Django template language. Why? Because the value which will come from server, that is view, DTL language is required to understand the server side values, because HTML is completely client side. Template language is completely client side. Template language can be used to get the value from the view section only. Yeah, automatically change HTML page. Automatically not change. We have to get the value. See, according to my system, date and time format is coming. Do you want format? I'll show you. But look at this first. This automatically will not change the format. This is DTL format. This is DTL. Suppose you are asking like this. Suppose I'm not going to use this one. Let's see. I'm not going to use this one. You are saying that view data, what is sending now? You can see. I'm sending return, render, request to where I'm sending date.html. DT I'm sending no. This is the value. What is this? Key only. Okay. Yes. So I'm sending this value to the date.html. You are asking to receive this DT as it is in the key only. Can we say like this DT? What is this DT? We say that DT in the H1 section, what will come? No, DT will come. There is no value will come. Look at this. So value is coming from the server. We have to display that into client understandable format. This is client side HTML. So that's what we need to use. DTL language. DTL language output should be like this, enclosed within the curly brackets, double curly brackets. In place of this DT we are using. This DT nothing but what you know, in the view section key. Make sure that key only we have to access. Key means any key you can use. For example, right now my date is the key. Okay, this key only we have to use, not this value. Dictionary how to access key. So compulsory we have to use my date only here. key compulsory required. Any key you can use, but that key should be there in this template language. Let's see this now. This time we can refresh it. We got this date or not? Yes. So this is actually we have. Let me show you why detail language is required. What is this? Okay. Not total page means the page is with you right now. The values are coming from where? This value. This
Not
value I am
sir.
accessing.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
We
Please
get
go ahead.
we get color date, sir. But I want date backend only color, not total page.
Tell. Total page you don't want, then you can remove the style. Background color you can remove. You want only style, date for style, then you can see in the H1 section you can give color. What color do you want? Date blue color, then blue color you can give.
I want that March 22 backend color.
I'm not getting. Back end color means
Only that much line. Backend color, different color I want.
this is color, different color only, blue color.
Yes, sir.
I'm changing color, this blue color only. Here you can see color is blue. What color do you want? You can set this color. Green is there.
Letters, not only that, sir. Letters different color and backend color
Back,
different.
background. She mean the background of those
Yeah, yes.
date.
Background color means that's what
Yeah,
total body background I am taking. But only background color means here you can see H1. Look at this. Here H1
only for the
section it
date.
is only for the date. But that's that kind of thing we have to use span tag only. Look at this. I'm trying to use what date only. For example, here I'm taking date only. Background color means span tag. How to use? How to use span tag? Color is H1. But this I want to make into span. Let me take in the span item. I'm taking this one. So these are all design because we have to focus on coding only. You are asking more things about design. We are not going to be web designers. We are going to be web developers. But okay, no problem. Here I'm including span tag. In this span section, we need to give the styling. Look at this according to styling here. Internal style set I'm using and span option I'm using. In the span section, color is red I'm taking, but here actual color is green. Let me try with this. Only span item will be red color, but that is now this is red color is there, but total red color is coming. Total date is available in the span color, but actually this label H1 section. Let me go for current is now here span color is different. H1 color is different now. Only date is different color, then text is different color because of we are using H1. H1 style is green color. This is H1's text style, heading style, but only you are asking date is different color. I am making into span section. I have used a color combination here. See, don't concentrate much more on design. You are not going to become a web designer. Okay, so you can just concentrate that on the logic only. So that's what in my lecture also much more look and feel I don't want to bring for my website because we are focusing on coding part, logical part, full stack developer, not a designer. Full stack web designer course also there, that students will learn what from scratch HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Photoshop, PHP for look and feel design, template design like that. They will become a full stack designer. Their duty is what how we should design the web page alignment, headers, footers, alignments, all these things they will take care. But we are developers, how the data is going to be sent, how data is going to be collected, and how to write the code, logic code, Python code. That is concentration. Okay, but just anyway, you're asking this I'm doing, but this designing part can do with web designers only. Fine. So this is span item. I'm removing this, not required. And now this also I'm removing now. So here, this is called detailed template language. Now, sir, where is detailed template language? I created Django project, but there was no detailed template language is there. Yes, look at this. You have created project, but automatically Django project, every project is associated with detailed language. Just I'm showing, look at this. In PyCharm professional editor, file menu, new project. I'm not creating new project. Just look at this. What options are there while creating new project? I'm selecting Django framework left side. Your project name is look like. Look at this. When we expand more settings here, in the more settings, look at this. Template language is what you are seeing. Django. This is called template language. Already selected. Templates folder name is this one. Application name do you want? You can give. But look at this one thing. The moment when I expand this template language drop down list, there are two template languages with us. One is Django is there. Next one is Jinja 2 is there. Okay. So Django application development purpose, two templates languages are recommend. Either Django you can use, DTL we can say, Django template language, or else Jinja 2 also we can use. It is also template language. Both we can use. But mostly Jinja 2 can be used to work with Flask framework. Even in upcoming sessions, Flask also we use, no? So Flask framework recommend Jinja 2. But Django recommend DTL, Django template language, or Jinja 2. Both we can use. But let's see this left hand side. I'm selecting my framework is Flask. The moment when I select framework Flask, in the more settings, look at this. What is the language is there? Template language. Jinja 2 is there because you are selected what? Flask framework. Flask framework is recommend what template language? Jinja 2. No Django. So Django template language is what? DTL, like Django template language. This is automatically integrated. So why template language means ultimately the values which will come from view section. Okay. So always view will send the data to the template with what format? Context format. Context means always dictionary format. Okay. This is my context I'm sending. Or else you can use context also for clarity like this. Context equal to context is attribute. Context is a dictionary. Dictionary key is what? This one. Value is this one. No matter what is the value is coming, but key is important. Key through only we can access into template date.html. So we are using key. Okay, in DTL format, what is the syntax, template syntax? Three syntaxes are there. Look at this. Three syntaxes are there in DTL language. This is for output, sir. Okay, this is for output statement. Syntax is output statement. Output statement it is. Output. This is output. Output purpose. And this is for, this is double single. This is for comment. Django template language comments here. HTML is having comment, CSS is having comments, JavaScript is having its own comment, Python is having comment. Python comments are hash symbol. Project I will explain. Two projects I will explain. You have to do from your side. I will not write any coding. I have already prepared projects are there. I'll explain you. I can hand over it to you. You can start development. That will be easily because for that projects only I'm going to cover all the topics. Whatever I covered, all the topics I have included in that project. If I write code project, I will get a knowledge. So that's what I will explain the project step by step what to do. I can hand over the code, source code. You have to start development from your end. Two projects I will clearly explain with the Django level. After completion of Django only, at the end of the Django only. Okay. You must and should start from scratch, development of project. Then you will get knowledge. I can write project code from my side, not a problem. If I write code, I will get a knowledge. Okay, you are going to only see that picture. So after that, what you will do, most of the students, after development of project from my side, I can hand over it means they will collect it and that's it. They will not even open also. I know that. So no use for that. So I'll ask you to create a project. I will provide a code. I will explain the structure completely. Now you can see this is for output. This is for comments and some expressions are there. So some statements and expression purpose, we use this thing only. This is called statements or any valid expressions. If you want, you can use this percentage. Look at all of you. Everybody should aware of that these three syntaxes. That's enough in detail format. Mostly we use this one and this one only, two only. But this is rarely used because it is a comments. Comments means what? You know that code will not be execute. So if you want to display output values which are coming from view into detailed Django template language format, this curly brackets you have to use, double curly brackets. In the middle, your value which is coming from view. And do you want to keep comment? This one you can use. And do you want to find any expression? Okay, percentage is required. You will understand this also in upcoming session. But look at this right now. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to hit what we can say comment section purpose. What is the shortcut key in Python we use? Tell me anybody. What is the shortcut key for comment section
Hashtag.
in Python line?
Hashtag.
Only hashtag?
Yeah.
Only hashtag?
In
No.
Control S.
Control forward slash.
Control.
okay.
Control forward slash. Shortcut key for, yes, exactly. Look at this control. I'm selecting this thing. Control forward slash I'm hitting. But note this point here. It is not a HTML comment. Got my point? It's a DTL comment. Look at this flower bracket hash flower bracket ended. It's a DTL format, not HTML format. So when I try to control forward slash again, it is uncommon. Suppose look at this. Do you think it is HTML code? No, sir. HTML code means HTML comment only we have to give. No, sir. HTML comment I'm giving. Look at this. This is HTML comment and ended with like this. Now you just observe. Is this HTML is commented or not? Look at this. Look at this. I'm using HTML comment right now. Okay, this one. Let's start the server. How the output is look like? You can see this. The output is look like, sir. What this is? Output is look like. Output is commented or not? Yes. Why it is commented? Because this output is HTML comment section we use. HTML thing is available comments. Now this time you can see H1 section is commented, but this detail is not commented. Got my point? This detail is not commented. Because of H1 is commented, this detail language is not working. If it is outside the detail, it will work fine because look at this. It will work fine now this. Because of it is enclosed H1 section, only H1 section is comment. Okay, fine. Look at this. Its value is coming or not? Yes. So focus that is comment is different. Suppose let's see this here. I'm trying to say once again. This is HTML comment now. You can see detail comment. So detail comment means what? Just observe here. This one is the value, no? Now total comment is detail comment or not? Yes. This is clearly available. Okay. Yes. Let's comment this now. And we do like this, sir. Look at this.
And I have a question.
Tell me.
So in Python, you said that the another method of doing hashtag comment is control forward slash, right?
That
So
only I'm
in
doing.
okay, so in Python, in the Django, so how you can do it? In Django, it's a
Same, same,
different. Okay,
same. No different, no different. Control hash. You can see select all code control forward slash commented. Again control
but right now
forward
you
slash.
said we have to put the flower bracket for the Django, flower bracket, and then for.
No flower bracket. I am saying this flower bracket options for DTL,
Okay, okay,
Django
yes, yes,
template
yes, yeah, I got
language.
it. Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Django template language is this Django template language commands are automatically like this. This is you have to give this. Now you can see I'm giving only template language command value. I'm commenting now. Look at this, but its value is not available because why? This is into comment section. Okay. So now you can see here I'm taking date and time. I'm taking date and time. Date and time will come, but that will not come. Value is not coming. Look at this, date and time only is coming. Why? Because this is HTML section. HTML section is working fine. But this is what section? Detail section. Detail section is commented. I can forward slash, you can take total detail section is comment now. Okay. Particular portion you can comment, or total also we can able to comment. Now this time it will work, sir. Here you can see it is not in commented. Okay. Yes. So the value which is coming from server. Okay. Yes. Look at this. I'm going to show you clearly. What is coming here? Value date.html template context equals to my date equal to date. Okay, this is my date is what? So your context name, key name, you can take any name like DT I'm taking now. So how to do format actually here? Okay, so there is a DTL filtration also there. Filtration means what? So DTL filters are there. Filter means pipe symbol you have to use. DTL filter purpose pipe symbol you have to use. I will use this pipe symbol. Okay, how to display different format we'll see now. This dt is coming from view section and date.html. Here I'm trying to prepare like h2 section. I'm taking any section. Now I'm going to use what actually dt I'm using. It's a normal without filter. Next one more h2 section I'm taking dt filter date colon. Now you can see in this single code I'm taking date underscore format. This is one format. A date underscore format. Same, let me copy and paste. And also display different date formats. Filtration is there. Filter purpose we use this one. So date underscore format is there. We are displaying in clearly different style of dates. So someone is asking what is the formats are available. You can apply any format, not a problem here. These formats are going to be displayed clearly. Date time format, date short format like this here. First I'm talking date format. Next I'm using date time format here I'm using. Look at this date time format. Next short date format also there here. SHORT short underscore date format. Next short date time format also there here. SHORT short underscore date time format. And only time format is there here. Look at this only time format. So this one is common. This is normal date. If you want to display what actually different formats, then we use dt is our value which is coming from view. Date is what actually format. Date colon what format? Date time format, date format, short date time format, time format. So if you want to filter the value which is coming from view, this value is coming from view key through. Do you want to filter the value before going to display to the user? Means you can use filter purpose pipe symbol you have to use. This is DTL filtration. Now let's run this server. Now you can see what format. First one, this is normal. Second one, date time format. Third one, third one, short date format. This one is short date time format. Date time only short, not fully. This is only time format. This representation we can do with date time format clearly. So by using date.html template through. Okay. So this view is going to send what? Completely date only here. Next, we can include multiple views also, no, sir? Yes, let me include multiple views. So multiple views means like we can see I want to display employee details here one by one. How to display employee details one by one? Let's see this. Suppose here I'm creating one more view. DEF emp underscore details is my view name request object here. In this request object, I want to send this employee details. Look at this employee details. employee details. So employee details I'm sending one by one from where to where, Django view to, and what we can say, template only. Suppose here I'm taking employee number equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the values which I'm sending. Employee name equals to Durga. Okay. Employee address equals to Hyderabad. Employee designation I'm taking. Designation equals to wanted I'm taking capital letter because I want to filter later manager. Employee age equals to 50 I'm taking. Look at this. Through this view, EMP underscore details view, I'm sending these many values. These many values how to send? Okay, yes. So first let me see. Return, render, current request object, and I need to prepare my emp.html page, but right now it's not there. Let's prepare emp.html page, template folder, emp.html page. Look at this HTML page, emp.html. So emp.html page is ready, View is ready, but are you sending these values to the emp.html? No, you are not sending. But how I can send? Always dictionary format. Look at this. I'm preparing one context name details equals to, it's a dictionary, colon envo. Look at this. Envo is a key. Envo is a value. Envo, this value is coming from where? This value is coming here. This is what? Key. Key and value no need to be same. Okay. You can take any key name, but make sure that this key only we have to accept into template. Okay. So details is my context name. So envo comma envo. Next what key I'm taking ename colon ename. Next e-address colon e-address. Next what I'm taking designation key. Can I use self instead of request instead of method of EMP sir? We can use self, but we are going to request, no? Okay, we cannot use self because it's a method. Self will work only, Python fundamentals. Inside the class, whenever we include method, that method automatically will come self. In upcoming session, we use class-based view. In the class-based view, obviously methods also we have to use. Self will automatically come. Got my point? Ah, yes. You can see in Python code, can you write self directly with functions? With function self, self will not work with functions. Self will work with class. But do we have inside the class? No, we are only function based view I'm writing. When I start class based view, there it will work self. For example, you can see class is there. My class name is EMP. Inside the class, I'm creating a function EMP underscore details. Okay, now you can see self is coming or not. It should be in the class. So that's what Python fundamentals mandatory. So now you can see designation colon designation. Okay, age colon age. Like, so look at this. This EMP details is my view name. If your two functions send context with same property name, then which will have priority? Two functions send context with same property. It's not me. You can send the context, not a problem. Context name is same, but matter is what function you are calling in the URL is the priority. That's it. Look at this. Details are there. It is my context name. Let's go for details. That's it here. Details I'm sending. Okay. So this is the context name. Either you can use this one here directly. What I'm saying, you can also copy paste this total dictionary. You can copy and paste into here also. Just to avoid confusion, that's what I'm writing this stuff separately into details. And this details I'm using where? Here. This details I'm using here. Got my point? This is
Okay,
called
I have a
context name.
question.
Tell me.
So suppose like if I'm creating a website, I have a four category, right, on my home page. So for
Hmm.
those four category, do I have to create a HTML template for each of them? Four
Obvious,
template.
obvious. Obviously, because
Okay.
in website so many pages are there. You want to register your website where you will ask you to come to the page registration page. If they want to login page. If they want to password change form. Multiple templates required. Website is nothing
Okay.
but it's a collection of web pages.
Okay.
Now
So
you can see here mm,
for
each.
each category, like for each category, suppose like subscribe or some other buttons, all the categories should have each HTML template, right?
If you
Okay.
want to redirect and read the content, HTML page is required.
Click on that.
Or else,
Okay. Like
now here,
go to home or contact, you know, clicking on home button or contact or sitemap, for those
hmm,
category I have to create HTML template for each of them, right? So in
obviously
that's what I
multiple
meant.
pages are
Okay.
required. Each link need to be have the page. So now I'm sending this DTL. This is the context. I'm supplying context equal to DTLs. Finally, where it will go, emp.html. But in emp.html, what we have to access are this dictionary keys we have to access. Look at this emp.html. I'm going to access dictionary keys. In the H2 section, I'm taking this dictionary keys. How we can access dictionary keys means, so employee number or ENO colon ENO I'm accessing. Look at this, copy, paste it. How many fields are there? That many times I'm copying and pasting. Employee number, employee name, employee address, employee number, employee name, employee address, designation, age. That's it. Here I'm taking designation and what I'm taking age finally. So this is what employee details. Once I start run this, now, yeah, loops also we have to use. That is what detail language is there. If multiple employee records are coming in detail language, loops I am going to use. Mostly in the next tomorrow session, that concept only will be there. For loop, nested for loop. Okay. So conditions, if condition, if else condition we have to use. That I will show you. But just I'm showing basic introduction now. If I say today, then you'll get confused, obviously. What is DTL, why it is looping like this? Tomorrow you'll get complete that only looping concept. And now we have details. I'm displaying these details into detail template format. Here ename, employee name, here employee address. This is what? Designation. These are headings. Now here it is what? Age, employee age. Okay, this is employees. Only one employee details are coming. But if you want to execute this view, what should I do, sir? You have to set URL or not? Yes. The URL, what is there? My app2.urls is there, application level URLs. Previously, only one view is there, my view. Now this time I'm taking what, look at this, path is there. And now you can see views dot emp details is the view name. Come on. Now which view is priority will execute means first view only. So that's what I can give what actually here view name I'm giving my view. And if I give this my view, then only it will execute. Otherwise, who will execute? Directly this will execute. EMP view will execute. So that is my target. Let's run this. Now you can see we got this. Not this is. We have to start the server. Yeah, restart the server. Now execute this. Current application view is EMP details. Employee number, employee name, employee address, employee designation is coming. What class we have to use? Where class we have to use, man? See, we are sending the data from view. This is what employee number, employee name, employee address. This data I want to send it to user. Means user interface is what? HTML only. Once this data is going to HTML user interface, HTML should have the its own language like DTL. So detail through that accessing this keys, dictionary keys, and values automatically come over there. So if you want to do filtration, for example, normal filtration, the values as it is coming from here to there, emp.html. But suppose ename I want to capital letters I want to do. So filtration command is there, upper we have to use. This is cap filter is there, filter, detail filter. Filter purpose we use pipe symbol, and upper means upper letter ename will come now. You can see ename is going to be uppercase all, Durga. And designation manager already uppercase is there in the view section. Look at this, in the view section already uppercase is there. I want to convert this into lowercase in the template. Designation pipe symbol, lower function you have to use. Now designation will be lowercase now. And Hyderabad is the address. First letter I want to starts with capital Hyderabad address. Then pipe symbol here, cap first is there. Cap first is the option. We have to make capital letter first. Letter capital letter. Now you can see Hyderabad H capital. So this kind of filtrations we can use here. Okay. So now I'm showing this urls.py. Someone is asking urls.py. So this is what first view name. This is second view. Second view directly will execute. Why? Because there is no name. So here multiple views we can include in the view section. My view is there. EMP details view is there. Which view you want, you can execute as per your convenience. Even we can give the name for this view also here. Look at this EMP slash I'm giving. Now this time what will happen, directly it will come to your application level URLs. It will wait for your request. Either you can send request my view or EMP, anyone. If you go with my view in the URL, my view will execute. Look at this, it is expecting your my view. If you give this, my view will execute previous one. You go for EMP here, EMP will execute now. This one option is yours. If you don't give any name, directly the uh, uh, first priority will give to EMP details only, because there is no view name here. Okay. Yes. So directly when I hit this, directly EMP details are coming now. This is all filtration like this. Okay. This data is coming from where? View. Only one employee details are coming. Okay. This employee details. This employee details are coming from view, and it is going to display. But sir, I want to display this data in employee.html table format. Right now we are displaying what actually normal H2 section. Let me comment this control forward slash. This is detail comment. And now you can see I want to print this employee details into table format. How to print this employee details into table format means, first let me show you normal table here. Table border equals to 1, style equals to background color of the table is like this background color. Now in the table format, if you want to display what is required, actually tr is required. First row I'm taking table row tr. In this tr, one th I'm taking, t head is there. Table heading envo ename like this. Envo is the my heading. Next heading I'm taking ename like this. You can arrange any ways: ename, e-address, designation, and what age. These are the headings. But headings are okay. But next, what I need to do? Next row, what I need to take? TDs, table data. So in each TD, what I need to take? DTL, ENO, compulsory. Values are coming here in the table data. Values means we have to use DTL access only. ENO, ename, e-address, designation, and then finally age. That's all. Okay, sorry, age. This is what. Okay, let's Control C and run. Now this time you can see table format, it will display here. Your employee details will display table format. Do you want to make this table center? It's a normal table, sir. It's not a bootstrap table. Align equals to center. Now this time you can see this table is going to be center only, align. But do you want to display this into bootstrap table? Yes. So how to display this into bootstrap table means, simply you can remove all these properties and look at this. I'm taking here total table format. cut this, and I'm taking one division section. In this division section, I'm keeping table. But look at this bootstrap class required purpose. If you want to make bootstrap compulsory, in the header section, bootstrap link is required or not? Yes. How to get bootstrap link means official website is there. What is that? Get bootstrap.com website. Simply, I'm using bootstrap.com website, and through CDN how to add CSS. Look at this. Through CDN, I'm adding CSS file. This I'm adding link simply and pasting into my HTML page on the top of header section only. Once we have added library, bootstrap library, so you can able to bring your design with bootstrap link. Table class I'm taking here, table. Now you can see bordered. Okay, I'm taking. So bootstrap class is division, class is container. These two changes are required. Now this time you can see your table is become bootstrap table, not a normal table, because of I have added bootstrap link. It's more look and feel. So this is bootstrap table. And do you want change the background color of that? So body color, let me change background color. So it's more appearing here, style, background color. Now we can see, let make impact. So it's a bootstrap table now. So what is the advantage of bootstrap table means it's a responsive table. Look at this, even screen size is size reduced, automatically table is adjusting now. Okay, this is bootstrap table. How it is look and feel? Good, somewhat better than normal HTML table. How bootstrap impact I'm making into this? I have added bootstrap CSS link on the top, and I have included some classes: division class, container, table, border. Table hover is there. Hover means what? The moment when we run this, when we place record onto the, sorry, when we place mouse pointer on record, then that will be hover. Now you can see hover is there, like this.
Uh,
Hover is there, mouse. Tell me.
can you please show the code which you copied from the Bootstrap for the background?
Background not, only bootstrap table effect. So you can go to getbootstrap.com website.
Yeah, I couldn't find it from there for the background.
uh, you can come to background. I have changed style.
Okay,
Look at this
CSS. Mhm.
CSS body style. You can see body style, background color light green.
Okay.
Hmm. So this is table format we are designing. The data which will come from view section, this is Python logic, server logic. But after landing your data into HTML template, how the way you want to display, you can do more designing. But actually we are not going to focus more designing part, because we are not a web designer. We are concentrating on the logic part, views and models and everything. So template is, you can take care like how much design you want, you can able to apply it, because it is that directly it's a web designer responsibility to make arrangement of this one.
So I have a question about the responsive. So you said that if we take the code from the Bootstrap, it's more responsive. It will adjust, auto adjust, right? So
Auto
from
adjust.
the so from here, if I create it from here, it will not auto adjust, right? If I
Tell me.
don't import the code from Bootstrap, if I just
Yeah, yeah,
create
yeah,
it
yeah,
by
yeah,
use,
yeah.
then
You
it's not a
obviously
auto.
it
Hmm.
auto adjust, auto response will not be there. Content will be
Hmm.
missing whenever you open that into mobile device. Some content will missing. Adjust will not be there.
Okay, so right now you use the Bootstrap, right? Because it was auto adjusting.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. No, this is in the template. I have added bootstrap link, also CSS link here. This is bootstrap CSS link. Bootstrap.min.css is there. No, this is through CDN. I have added. CDN means content delivery network. In the last session, we discussed already. And
Okay.
bootstrap classes I'm using like this. And later, if you want to, what we can say, delete button also. For example, I want to go for th action is there. Look at, just I'm showing now. It's not required right now. Th is there. Th is I'm giving th table heading is action. In this table TD means one more TD is there here, table data. I want to add bootstrap button here. So how to add bootstrap button means, here you can see simple button is there, and what we can say, class is there, class btn uh, danger is there. I'm giving text is there, delete here, delete text, or else delete. This time you can see this bootstrap delete button will be effect on this row. Now you can see delete button is there. This is this action delete button. The moment when we click on delete, this record will be deleted. These actions will be performed in the project level, application level, project level. We will do updation, deletion, insertion like this. We can arrange these bootstrap links. So this is about today's session. Tomorrow we'll discuss complete detailed language syntaxes and rules and regulations and for loop. If nested if conditions based, I will write the detailed language syntax code. Okay.
Thank you.